trying something right now. And yeah, no, that really don't help y'all see me. I'm sleepy as hell. And I'm driving out here in the rural areas, headed to Harrison, Arkansas. Harrison, Arkansas is the most racist town in the United States of America. And I do not plan on. I was here last night. Well, there last night. I ain't here yet. I got a while to go. Hours. I don't plan on pulling over or none of that. So I damn sure don't want to have no accident or no trouble. But I'm sleepy. So I couldn't find nobody to get on the phone. So I'm like, man, let me hop on live. And maybe some of my people or something come over and I can talk to y'all. Wake up. I know y'all probably gonna want a story or something. I see ain't nobody really on here. Somebody came on and jumped out. I don't blame you. It's 2-something in the morning when I met you. But just in case, I'm going just a second, man. I'm gonna come over with something to tell y'all. I want to tell y'all the court stuff. I don't really have everything in order, so I just have to tell everything I remember about when I was going to court. Can y'all hear me? And there was some shit going on. I know one of them was my citizen. Brother-in-law came in. Let's start from the beginning. On my sentencing day. I had talked to my brother-in-law and my sister the day before I went to court. I had already went to trial and everything and got found guilty. So I had to come back to get my sentence and they were going to give me my time. Brother-in-law told me, he was like, hey man, I'm going to bring you, and he didn't use these words, but I guess basically this is what he was, I don't remember what he said, but he let me know that he was going to be bringing me some gas to court. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, man, how the hell am I supposed to get some gas in court? And I guess he knew more about it than I did because things went different than it usually goes. Instead of me, you know what I'm saying, doing what I was doing and getting sent out to the back, I went out to the front. And I met with my people in the hallway. And my, not my attorney, but another woman that worked for the courthouse. But when I went through there, they gave my time 10 years on the 70%, meaning I got to do 7 years before I can go up for parole. My sister, my mom, and my brother-in-law was in the crowd, in the courtroom. And when I got up to go talk to the woman, Like I say, instead of going to the back, which would have been the bus of right when I walked through that little swinging door to go talk to the judge. And I'm in handcuffs and everything. Well, now at the time I'm not, because I'm in the courtroom. They take the handcuffs off of me. But I'm walking, I got my hands behind my back. I busted left to go out in the hallway. The bailiff and the woman that I need to talk to, the bailiff and the woman I need to talk to was in front of me. Then it's me. My mama was kind of walking on the side of me. I guess my sister was walking behind my mama. My brother-in-law was walking behind me. And I felt the nigga tap me on my hand. Because I got my hands behind my back like I'm used to being handcuffed. But I felt dude tap me on the back of my hand, like, and when he did it, I just opened up my hand, and I felt him put it in my hand, and I'm like, oh my God, this nigga just gave me a bag of gas so big. When I get out in the hallway, the first thing I think to do is to try to ball my hand up and stick it in my shirt pocket, right up on my chest. I had the little blue two-piece on that you have in jail. The pants ain't got no pocket, but the shirt got a pocket right up front. So I cuff it, kind of squeeze it a little bit, and I stick it in my shirt pocket. And I'm smelling this gas. Like, ooh, wait. I'm in the hallway. I'm knowing everybody in the hallway about to start smelling this gas. This shit like, he ain't double baggage, Ziploc, nothing. This is a regular sandwich bag. It's tied off in the night. I'm like, damn. And it's a big bag. It's a little bit over, it's probably like 10, 11 grams. And you know what I'm saying? I can't flatten it in my shirt pocket and nothing. I just got my pocket sticking up off my chest. So, when I glance down, all I see is gas in my shirt pocket. I hate to say this, but like, we go off in the woman's office, me, her, and my mama, and we talking, and my mama there crying, so I'm hugging my mama, telling mama it's gonna be alright, man, I'll be right back home, I'm right back home. And she's like, you gotta do 7 years. She was saying 10, because she didn't know how to go. You gotta do 10 years. I'm like, I ain't gotta do number 7 on it. And I'm saying like 7 days. I mean, like 7 years gonna be 7 days. But in reality, I'm gonna tell you what I was doing. I was hyping myself up, trying to convince myself that I'm gonna be alright. It's 7 years. I'm coming right back home. You know what I'm saying? Hey, blink a couple times, here I come. But in my mind, I'm knowing, damn, I got 7 years ago. My mama crying, I'm hugging my mama. The woman started talking to me like, look what you doing to your mama. Look at got your mama here crying. I don't know what be wrong with y'all young black men. And I'm like, I want to be like, man, you don't shut your fucking ass up. But I'm just sitting there, I'm holding my mama like, mama, it's gonna be alright, you know. You're a man, I'm tough. I'm gonna be alright, I'm gonna make it. I ain't worried about it. Give me a couple things, I'm gonna be right back home. I'm trying to think what I'm doing with the gas. I ended up cuffing it between my leg and my nut. At some point, the bailiff come handcuff me, take me away from my family and shit. And I went back out there and talked to them for about 5 minutes. They take me back downstairs, put me in the bullpen. Now in this bullpen, it's like a big 20 by 20 cell. Ain't got no benches or chairs or nothing in it. But around the wall, up around the wall, it's like a little section that pop out the wall. It's still concrete. It look like the wall. It come out a little bit. You can sit on it. So there were people, some people sitting on the floor if they ain't got no seat on around the wall. Some people standing up, pacing back and forth, whatnot. It's one door, no windows. It's like a flap, like a little box. You know what I'm saying? in the middle of the door. You can slide there where they can slide it and talk to us. People steady knocking on the door trying to, man, when I'm gonna go to court? What they got me for? Anything, whatever, you know what I'm saying? We all supposed to go into court. We in courthouse. In the last story I was talking to y'all about, I guess, Bentonville, something to do with Big Michael Williams. Well, this is the thing about Michael Williams. Michael Williams had, it's not Michael, it's Micah. Michael Williams had been to prison. This is a big blood nigga, big ass nigga. About Michael Williams damn near 7 feet tall. When I say damn near, I'm not talking about no 6'6", 6'7", 6'8". This motherfucker like 6'10", 6'11". Probably down there 400 pounds. This is a big motherfucker. Deep ass boy talk like this. Feel good, baby. What's happening? This nigga got a big, deep, raspy ass voice. Big Mike was in the cell block with me and my big homie Robert Oliver, and we wasn't beefing, but we wasn't getting along because, you know, the Crip and Blood shit. It wasn't no animosity, but this a big ass blood, so every Crip and the Bears is on high alert when this thing come in the Bears. Because all the blood niggas and other niggas just gravitate towards dude because a lot of them either knew him, they knew about him, or they were scared of him. You got a motherfucker down there 7 feet tall coming to Bears. There's a lot of motherfuckers scared of him. They want to be on his good side before they get on his bad side. Well, me and Rob ended up getting more on his good side than some of the blood niggas, and this what happened. Y'all know that my other homie that had been to the joint was bringing me and Rob the gas. It kept us supplied with gas. He was coming over there like sometimes twice a week to visit me and Rob. If he ain't come see me, then he'll damn sure come see Rob. They was best friends growing up. So one day, Rob been there with the visit with the other homie, and where our visit was, it was like there's some stairs to go up to the visitation booth. So it's like 5 booths. The stairs just like the stairs to take you upstairs to the cell block upstairs, except it's going to these 5 cells. It's just visitation. So somebody motioned with me like, "Hey man, Rob wants you." So I look up there, he like, "Hey man, that big blood nigga, go get that nigga." I'm like, "What?" He like, "Yeah, go get that big tall blood nigga." So I go find him. I'm like, hey bro, your name Big Mike? He like, "Yeah, what's happening?" I'm like, "Man, my big homie in visitation, man. The nigga that's up there visiting, one of the other big homies told him to come get you, man. He say he know you." He was like, "All right, hold on, here I come." So he come in there. He come in the bird, because he was outside on the yard. We come up in the bird, so we both walk over there towards visitation. We can't go up there, but we can go like to the bottom of the steps and look up there. And when he looked, Rob stand to the side. The other homie stand up on the desk where he can see all the way down and throw his hands up. And my nigga like, "Oh shit, Quarter Key, what's up, baby?" Now that ain't the big homie real name. That's just what the nigga Big Mike used to call him in prison. That ain't what we call him on the street. But he was like, "Oh shit, Quarter Key, what's up, baby?" He was like, "Nah shit, man, need my homeboy." Man, he was like, "Man, nigga, what the woo man?" He was like, "Yo." He said, "Man, these my homies right here, man. These my real niggas, man. Fuck with them." So dude was telling him, he was like, when we got through hollering at him, he was like, "Hey, man, y'all, your homeboy, your big homie, Man, that's my nigga. I'm like, yeah, he like, hell yeah, man, that was my nigga in the joint, man. We used to got a whole bunch of money together, nigga. We used to spread together every motherfucking night and everything, nigga, that was my nigga. Nigga, we were getting money together in the joint. I'm like, oh yeah, that's what's up. So when the nigga Rob come out of visitation, like always, we fall up in the cell and we put the break down, bag up, and everything else, this gas that we collected for the day, and get our hustle on, get our grub on, whatever we need to do. But this time, he tell me to bring Quarter Key, not Quarter Key, but he tell me to bring Big Mike up in the cell with me. So I go get dude, I'm like, hey man, the homie wanna holler at you, bro. So we fall up in the cell, and he give Big Mike like a dime or a little bit over or something like that. And he like, man, my homeboy told me to give you this. And he like, bet. Y'all gotta realize, man, in the county jail, a dime sack, like a free world dime sack, is money. You feel me? We selling penal for $5, and you probably gonna get about 20 of them motherfuckers out of dime sack. Maybe more. So after that, just out of respect for the homie, when we had something, you know what I'm saying, we'll get dude a little bit like her. You know what I'm saying, nigga? Handle your business. The homie bring the bus, and that's your nigga. He fuck with you like that, so hurt. He ain't even gotta keep telling all man when I give y'all some break dude off. Nah, we don't fuck with him anyway, because that's who you fuck with him. Now, let's get back to court. I had got somewhere in between a quarter and a half in the courtroom and one walk. Didn't take no hard work or none of that. But when I come back to the holding tank, the bullpen downstairs, I'm in there about 30 minutes, and you know this shit burning a hole in my motherfucking little hide spot. And I can't wait to get back to the bird and show my nigga Rob, but I didn't hit the lick for in court. Cause this it usually take about 2 weeks to get this much. I'm gonna show this nigga with the lick I done hit in court. And no lie, I will tell y'all what happened with Mike. What happened? He had and they never did prosecute him for it because he was doing time and he had a bunch of damn time. Well, Big Mike had gave that time back, and that's how he ended up in the county jail. As soon as they released him from prison, he walked out to prison and got arrested, and they brought him to the county jail. Now he had to face charges on the pre-world charges that he caught in prison, so he never went home. He got released from prison and got sent right to the county jail to face these charges and end up going right back to prison. Well, this day that I went in here for sentencing just happened to be the same day that he was up for sentencing. And when he came back in, Big Mike was ready to go on a rampage. Like, this nigga was really ready to cut off. We wasn't even in the barracks and shit together no more. But he was telling me, but he wasn't even telling me. But a nigga they gave him 50 years. When you get 50 years, everybody gonna know about it. Like, this nigga's in here, I guess he thought he was gonna beat the charge, or they wasn't gonna think like that. But when he got that time, that man was ready to go on a rampage in that bullpen. Like, he was on. I just heard people like, man, these bitches gave me 50 motherfucking years. What the fuck I'm gonna do with 50 years and all this and that? So I eased up on him, and I had already went down in my drawers and got some of the shit out. So when I eased up on him, I stick my hand out like I'm about to goddamn me get a nigga some dap. And when he do it, like he trying to dap, and I I'm like, I'm gonna catch some more time because I got this shit in the courthouse. So after about 5-10 minutes, I met you, man. You been fucking with me, man. You been doing right by me. He said, man, I ain't gonna get you fucked off, bro. I said, hey, man, I know you going through it, bro. I know this shit fucking with you. I said, man, just go back to the barracks. Go lock yourself in your cell, man. Roll up and blow your top off, man. Get your mind right. You know what I'm saying? Relax and chill. Don't do nothing that's gonna, you know what I'm saying? You already been there to go do the time. Don't fuck yourself up no more than you already is. Because whatever you do, bro, you gonna go overboard with it if you do something. The man would listen to me. I was young at the time. So I wasn't all about giving advice, but I guess that's the day I started, because I sat there and talked to dude, and I called myself talking him off the ledge. Now, he was ready to go loco. I went back to the barracks, man, and just broke bread with the big homie. And I did the same thing I told Big Mike to do. Except I ain't do it alone. I had niggas with me, but I went and blew my top off, man, and got my mind right and had to face reality. The these folks just gave me 10 years. I was gonna be 25 years old when I came back home on June the 1st, 2007. And that was one thing about doing my time. Sometimes made it easy, sometimes made it hard. That right when they gave me my time, I knew what day I was supposed to come home. June the 1st, 2007. The way I said make it easy is because I didn't have a lot of the stuff that other people had to worry about in prison. Like, a lot of people, you can play with them, you can try them, and they'll let it slide because they like, man, I don't want to lose my good time or fuck my PE date or my TE date up. A PE date is parole eligibility. I don't know why I can't say that shit right now. And TE date is transfer eligibility. I don't know the difference. To me, it's the same shit. But that's the day that you're eligible for parole. Or, I guess the other would be like if you got to go do bedtime, then that's the day you're eligible to go and get transferred to the bed and start doing your other time. Or if you got to go out of state and do some more time, then that's the day you're eligible to get transferred to go to a different state and start doing your first time sentence over there. But when you on the 70%, which means if you got 10 years on the 70, you got to do 70%. So it's 7 years. 20 years, you're doing 30 years, you're doing 21. And you already know this. So we got a saying in prison was like, nigga, my TE date don't move. My PE date don't move. Like, it's not, no matter how good I am, it's not going to come any closer to where I'm at right now. It's going to stay where it's at. So, if you play with me and I bust your head, I run the rod up in you long as I don't kill you, I can still make parole at the same damn time. Now, if I kill you, let me quit saying that word, but if I, it's going to be like Big Mike was. I'm going to have some free world charges, and I'm going to be transferred to the county jail where I'm going to be prosecuted and I'm going to be facing them charges all over again. So like I say, the good thing is you already know what you're up against. So when a dude come playing, you know, go ahead and handle your business. You don't have no concern about getting down. Unless you're just super scary. Other than that, handle your business. Another thing is like, it was this old school dude named Willie. I thought about this earlier today. It was an old school dude named Willie. Like, dude face, he had them craters in his face. Kind of like if you remember Craig Mack. He had them craters in his face like Craig Mack on both sides of his cheekbones. He dark skinned, darker than me. And he had long, nappy braids. Now the thing about old school was, dude was retarded. And I ain't talking about retarded like he got mental issues. I'm saying retarded like he got a mental conniption. This nigga elevator don't go all the way to the top. This man crazy. But his elevator don't go all the way up to the top. He just be saying off the wall shit. Like he can hold a normal, decent conversation with you and y'all be on some, but then eventually he gonna get on some off the wall shit and he gonna stick to that. Dude had gotten to it with some blood. And this ain't prison, this still in the county jail. So if you ever seen a Netflix show on, I ain't never watched it, but the little Netflix show on about jail in Little Rock, that's the jail I was in. Wasn't no chicken wire, none of that shit. It was just regular jail. Bars, the stairs, the bricks. This man really is a trip. Now let me tell you, he looked like a normal dude. But if you ever seen, this is the only thing I can tell you that'll make you realize the difference in between what you think and reality. If you ever seen a movie called Kung Fu Hustle, towards the end, when dude be picking on everybody, it's kind of like on Rush Hour too. But when he be picking on all the people, and he be like, I'll fight you. And he picked this one dude, and dude looked like a little bitty dude. But then he stand up and everybody move out of the way, and he swole up, cut up, muscles everywhere. This is how Willie was. One little ugly ass, old school, craters in the face. But when he take his shirt off, the main chest sit about that far off his body like this. 12 pack, shoulders humped up. You know what I'm saying? Look like he just been doing push-ups and sit-ups for the last 30 years. I don't remember what he got into with these blood niggas though. But the man called them all out. He told them, look, I know y'all gonna try to jump me, so I ain't even tripping. He said, I'll tell you what, this is what we can do. All y'all going down there in the corner. I'm gonna be right back. And when I come back, we can get it on. And everybody like, what the hell? Like, ain't nobody had no shanks, no poker marks in the county jail like that. Either you had your hands or you just was ass out. The toothbrushes they give us ain't but this long, so by the time you try to sharpen them up and grab something, ain't hell the poke gonna be in your damn in your fist. So Willie run upstairs, and the blood dudes, they go down to the corner. You know what I'm saying? We're in the wreck yard. They go down there to the corner, and they huddle up, and they congregate, and I guess they strategize, and like, yeah, we gonna get around them and do this, and you hit them or you pop it off, and we gonna, everybody just good. Willie done shot upstairs. It's said. Come back. First. But Willie crazy ass went upstairs, covered his whole body in Vaseline and baby oil. Whole body. Put his clothes back on, came back outside. When I tell you, this man crazy. He come back outside, just glistening, in the sun, just glistening, black ass. This man walked halfway to the corner and stopped. Kick off his flip-flops. Bloop, 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 bloop. Reach down, pull off his socks. Snatch, snatch. Come back up. This man came up out his shirt. That's when everybody realized that, damn it, man, Willie had cut the fuck up. Willie came about his shirt. Okay, nothing new. A lot of dudes come about that shirt when they fight. But I tell y'all, Willie is crazy. Willie been down, not just pants down. When I say pants, I mean drawers too. This man is out here butt ass naked, glistening, everywhere. Ass, thighs, everywhere. Stomach, everything got baby oil and grease, petroleum jelly, Vaseline, whatever. This nigga glistening. And now all the blood niggas, oh no, OG, you tripping, man. We ain't gonna fight you like that. Willie ain't doing no talking. Willie, as soon as his pants hit the ground and he stepped out on him, he walking that way with his hands up, you know what I'm saying? These niggas got their hands up like this, like, man, we ain't gonna fight you naked, man. Put your pants back on or something. Man, when I tell you, this man came through here like a lumberjack, chopping down trees. He probably putting hands on these young niggas, man, on these blood niggas. Niggas flying this way and that way. Niggas falling. Niggas going up the wall. I'm to my man, dude would turn these niggas everywhere but loose. And they couldn't do shit with him. They were trying to grab him. But like I say, he covered in baby oil and grease and shit. They can't get no grip on him. He ain't got no clothes on for you to grab. You can swing, but your lips are kind of bouncing out on him too. Then he's solid and cut. So man, when I tell you, I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life. I ain't never seen no shit like this in my life, bro. This nigga got greasy and got naked and went down there and whooped about 5, 6 niggas at one time and they couldn't do shit with it. Nothing. When I tell you, the only thing they probably could have grabbed was his nuts and his motherfucking plaits hanging out the back of his braids, and they wasn't grabbing that. Man, dude sit there and beat these niggas to sleep down here in the corner, man. And common sense would have told him, hey, man, just leave. Quit trying to fight the man and just walk on away from the corner. Because ain't nobody gonna try to fight you outside. I ain't gonna say ain't nobody gonna do it, but dudes ain't trying to fight outside the corner because the police gonna be able to see you. You're gonna get labeled as a dry snitch. You're trying to fight in front of the police so they'll save you or whatever. So, and then he butt naked. He probably really ain't trying to come back up here in front of the police and fight you butt naked. But man, when I tell you, it wasn't funny at first. It's funny now I can think about it and laugh. But when it was happening, we didn't have time to laugh, bro. We was in total disarray. We was in shock. Niggas ain't never seen no shit like this before, never. But this man came down there still butt ass nigga, man. And got the whooping nigga with no hesitation. He did not wait. He already had that shit on his mind when he said, man, hey, I'll fight all y'all because y'all gonna try to jump me anyway. Just go on down there in the corner, wait, I'll be right back. Let me see what else, alright, check this out. Cause I was telling y'all about my court. I was in the hole when my cellmate, not my cellmate, my fall partner was going to trial. Some type of way, he went before me. But they was waking me up every day, taking me to the courthouse. Got a little bit left in the red bull thing. They was waking me up every day, taking me to the courthouse. And I was mad because, for one, I had already told these folks, I ain't had nothing to say. I'm not testifying. I'm not getting on no stand, telling these folks nothing. They got to do their own job. I'm not with it. I'm not with it. So, the way it would go every morning, they would get me, and instead of putting me downstairs in the big bullpen with everybody else, I'd be upstairs in a little bitty bullpen just for like one person. They got like 5 of them in a row, cages. But it's like they just have one person in them. It's not, they're really out to fit in one person. So I'm sitting here and his lawyer and them will come in there and talk to me and be like, hey, we need you to say this. If, you know what I'm saying, ain't no point in everybody going down. You know, you need to try to get him to go home. And I'm like, man, I feel what you're saying, but I'm not going in that courtroom and getting on that stand for nothing. Like, I'm not even gonna do it in my own trial. And they was like, are you sure? I'm like, hell yeah, I'm sure. I'm not getting on the stand. So they had threatened me. They'd be like, well, you better not get up there for the prosecution and try to flip it on him. Because if you do, we going to make your life miserable and all this shit. And I'm like, man, I ain't tripping about none of this shit you talking about, bro. I'm not getting on that stand for nobody. They'll leave, and then the prosecution will come. We need you to help us. You need to tell us what his role was and all this and that, what he profited from the crime. Man, I'm not getting on that stand. They're like, look, if you get up there and you try to help him, I'm like, man, I'm not getting on the stand, period. Like, I had to go through this like 3 days in a row. I'm like, I'm not getting on the stand, period. They're like, all right now. You better not get up there on the stand for the other side. I'm like, man, I'm in a motherfucking tug of war, but I ain't getting on the stand for neither side. Which, I probably should have did it for him. But, I'ma just be real. I was not getting on that witness stand. I wasn't going to get up there and say nothing on his behalf because they were going to use it against me. And I'm like, right now, at this point, nigga, it's just every man for themselves. You got your defense team, I got my defense team. Don't come to my courtroom, I won't come to your courtroom. And I was mad because I'm like, man, they doing him first. So I might spare his ass and then he flip around and come to the courtroom on me anyway. But I started thinking, I'm like, well, he gonna already have his time when it's time for me to go up. So it ain't nothing really they can do for him. What they gonna tell him? Oh, you know that time we just gave you, we'll take it back if you help us get him. Man, fuck all that. So I never did go up there on the stand. In the other story, I told y'all how he was doing it when I found out what I found out. Which, all the stuff I found out came after this court appearance right here. Because they didn't put me in the barracks with him again until I got out the hole, and I was in the hole when he was going to trial. When I got in the barracks with him is when he started letting me use his motion of discovery. After he had took his witness statement out. So he come to me one night, I'm telling him, I'm like, man, I need to get a motion of discovery. I got one, you can get mine, So I guess he was like, man, I'm gonna help get him mine. I'm gonna take my witness statement out. That way he don't have to get his own and he'll find out that I made a statement. I don't even think it was that he didn't want me to know. I think he was gonna try to get through prison with nobody knowing that this nigga had get that cheese. Even though I will say to this day that I don't think he did it maliciously, meaning he sat there on purpose like, man, let me get this nigga in trouble, or let me get it off me and get it on him. He did the same thing I did, which was that the police scared the shit out of me, and I told him what I did. Only thing is, when it was his time to tell him what happened, I'm the one did the shit, so when he got to talking, it was me. Now, of course, he should have knew better than to tell the police what I did. But at the same time, I guess it's one of the situations where it's like, well, dude did the shit, and he would have let me go down for a hell no. You better take your charge. Or like BG said, if you don't take it, I'm going to give it to you. So that's what he called himself doing, giving me my charge. Don't pass it, bro. If you don't pass it, you need damn. So I guess, yeah, he was giving me my charge. But either way, back to it, he gave me emotional discovery. And, today, now, I was wanting to say that he took it back the day that he was going to court. I mean, going to prison. But I don't believe that's what happened. I think what happened was I still had his when I changed my lawyer and got Denise Fletcher. And I'm gonna try to reach out to her again. She won't never answer me when I try to reach out to her. But we're gonna get up to that part that I'm gonna backtrack and tell y'all how I got her, ended up with her as a lawyer. So I'm sitting up here in the room talking to my lawyer, Denise Fletcher. Little fine ass black woman. And this is our first date. So she busts out the emotional discovery on me. And it's thick. It's way thicker than the one I got. So I'm like, damn, so she like, well, it's the emotional discovery. No, it was thicker, but this is how I found out, because she was like, well, let's talk about such and such witness statement first. And I'm like, he ain't make no statement. She was like, what you mean he ain't make no statement? I'm like, he ain't make no statement when it was time to talk to the police. She was like, yeah, he did. I'm like, no, he didn't. She was like, I got the emotional discovery right now. I'm like, no, that's his cousin, such and such. They had the same last name. He made the statement. They were like, nah, they both made the statement. Look. She showed me the table of contents. I seen dude's name. We turned to that page. It was about 16 pages of his statement. I said, oh my God. She was like, why do you think he ain't make no statement? I said, because he told me he ain't make one. I got a most discovery in my room and it ain't got no statement from him in it. She was like, why you just didn't look at the table of contents? And you would notice there's some pages missing. And I'm like, man, ain't no table of contents. She was like, oh, where you get this most discovery from? I'm like, from him. She was like, yeah, that tell everything right there. He took that shit out before he gave it to you. I'm like, word? She's like, word, nigga. So I was like, man, I'm gonna order a new most discovery. She was like, nah, don't even worry about it. You take this one. I'm gonna get another one as soon as I get back to the courthouse. I'm like, bet. Now, I know I told y'all this story recently, but since I'm trying to stay awake, and I'm just gonna tell y'all again. I know everybody ain't here though. There's gonna be some new people watching the video tomorrow. Right before he left, my fall partner had, I guess, snuck around and started telling people I ratted on him. And I'm the reason he was in prison and all this and that. So then he bounced. And if y'all didn't watch some of CB and shit, I know CB had an episode, they were like calling him a rat and shit. But he ain't ratting on nobody. And that's how they started doing with me. They act funny, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, mama shit, nigga, rat ass nigga. And I'm like, you'll hear it. But like, man, it ain't talking about me. Especially when you know you ain't ratting, it ain't talking about me. Then you hear it again and you start taking notice of it like, hold on. Why niggas sitting around me whispering rat ass nigga and nigga ratting and shit, nigga snitching? You get to the point where like, what? So I'm outside, I find myself outside. And motherfuckers like approaching me like they on their shit. They want to get it in. And I'm you know what I'm saying, I'm a stand-up nigga, so I'm talking to him like, nigga, what's up? Oh, nigga, you old snitching ass, nigga, you ratting on your homeboy. Nigga, I did, what? Yeah, nigga, such told you snitched on him and all this and that, he only in prison because of you. Man, y'all got me fucked up. I said, man, see, I'm a humble nigga, bro. I wasn't even gonna put the nigga on blast. Cause that's how I felt about it. I wasn't gonna run around and tell everybody, oh man, this nigga told on me. The man and cousin. So, at this point, I'm letting it be known, like, nah, man, dude flipped the script. This man told on me. The man and cousin. And finally I get to the point where I'm like, man, nigga, I'll show y'all, I can prove it, because these niggas get to do me. They'll get to the point where they about to do something to me. So I'm like, nah, nigga, I can prove it. And I don't know if they call it child call or lockdown or whatever it is, but I had to go back to my cell. And when I came back out my cell, I brought the paperwork. And I took it to the table. And I spread it out on the table. Like all his statement, all his cousin's statement, and mine. Like all three of our statements, I spread that shit out on the table and let whoever read it, read it. I ain't stick around and explain shit. I went outside and smoked me a cigarette. Or 2 or 3, I don't know how many it was, but I went outside to smoke. And slowly but surely, motherfuckers started filtering outside to the yard. They were like, oh man, that's fucked up, bro. That nigga told on you, that nigga snitching, bro. That nigga, he tried to make it seem like it was you. Like all the different shit people was coming to say to me. And I'm like, hell nah, bro, nigga, I kept it solid, my nigga. They were like, nigga, you told on yourself, though. I said, man, that's just being real, because the nigga cousin was there, and they really had gave me the his cousin aggravated robbery. They put the boat, this ass sent him to the jump, and I'm like, bro, this just being real, my nigga. He was not even there when I did the shit. If he would have been there, that would have been different. Nigga, take your lick. But you were really about to take my lick. So at the police station, I told the police, man, y'all couldn't do my dude, that had nothing to do with this shit I did. Because the way they was doing the shit was, I was gonna get there by receiving and gonna get signed down and go home. Dude was finna go to prison. But some shit I did, he wasn't even around when I did the shit. And me being a real nigga, I just told the police, man, he ain't had nothing to do with it. Now, at this point in time, the nigga that's in prison with me was free as a bird. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't. But when they interviewed him, he told on himself, telling on me. If that makes sense. I guess I got time to break that down. asking him questions, instead of him answering it or saying, I don't know, or answering like a nigga who don't know shit, he was doing what the police love a nigga to do. Volunteering information. Like, you would tell the police, I didn't know Phil had a gun. I don't know what type of gun Phil had. But later on in your statement, you would say some shit like it was a 9mm Ruger with an infrared beam on it. It was black and chrome. And the police like, because you just told them you didn't even know I had a gun. Now you know the make, model, the caliber, you know what the attachments and everything on it. And it's like, they can't let you go now because you lying. You know what type of weapon I had. You know, if you wouldn't have knew that I had a gun or, you know, none of this, then they could have been like, well, he didn't know, he wasn't in on the plan. It wasn't no plan. Dude really did just jump out the car, some ignorant shit and get to robbing folks. Because I told the folks, didn't nobody know. Like, this is in my witness statement. Y'all can go purchase this paperwork from the courthouse right now. It's still for sale, they'll sell it to you. I told the folks, didn't nobody know I even had a gun on me. I told the folks that I was having problems paying my rent and my bills, and I ain't seen no other way to do it. So I took the opportunity to jump out the car without announcing to anybody what I was about to do and jack a motherfucker. For my, you know, I'm trying to get rent money. But when you go back and you get to tell the police that it was like a movie, Phil jumped out with the gun and did this and did that, and he snatched the car door open and it looked like a movie, and the police like, oh, well, what kind of gun was it? It was a black and chrome Ruger with an infrared beam on 9mm Ruger. And the police was like, Like, I'm reading all this shit in the paperwork. When the police are saying, and all that. And I'm like, right there, that's when they got his ass. Because, nigga, if you go back 2 more pages up, you just told them folks you didn't know shit about no gun, you didn't know I had a gun, you ain't seen no gun, and now you know every damn thing about this gun that you ain't never seen in your life. So they tossed his ass in jail too. And then they got to going through all that shit. But at the end of the day, like I said, people started filtering outside and they was making their way over to me like, man, that's fucked up, Phil, bro. The nigga lied on you, man. He was about to get you dead in. I guess he trying to get you killed or something so you can't go to the zone and let everybody know he a rat. I'm like, man, this is the thing about me, man. I got to go do my time regardless. I done already made peace with the situation that I did that dumb ass shit, and I'm going to prison for it. And me putting dude on blast ain't gonna make my time no shorter. Even though I seen what I was dealing with, I still never went to the joint and showed everybody. I had the paperwork the whole time. I could have pulled that shit out at any time and be like, man, dude told it, his cousin told it, nigga, everybody in their family will tell it. But I never did that. Now, let's go back to the bullshit that happened. The way I ended up getting Denise Fletcher as my lawyer. It was all by the grace of God because, you know what I'm saying, some more stuff happened later on, we'll get to later on. My first lawyer, you know how it is, man. You talk to go get you a Jewish lawyer. The Jewish lawyer is going to get you out. They going to give them their bread. So, I went and got a Jewish lawyer by the name of Richard Hughes. I did not know this man had a drinking problem. A lot of times, when me and him was supposed to meet up, instead of him coming, he was sending in an associate. So I would be in that same room, I was talking to her, talking to the associate, and all they would come in and do was like, man, that they offered you, the first offer they came with was 60 years. I would have had to do 42 years in prison before I was eligible. See, I said at that time, eligible for parole. Hell no. Nigga, I'm 18 years old. You ain't finna trick me out. My motherfucker's popping up 42 years. I can't even see it. Nigga, I be 60 when I come home. I have 10 years left. What the hell? So the next time they come, they like 40 years. Then they got to come in with the 20. So when they came with the 20, it was scary as hell because my actual court date for me to go, you know what I'm saying, go to trial was the very next morning. So I told dude, I'm like, nah, man, I can't take the 20. I need to call my mama and talk to my mama before I do something like that. He was like, okay. So I'm like, bitch, fuck you. I was like, okay, like, nigga, it's my life. I gotta do this shit. I went and I called my mama. And my mama was like, well, you better go in your room, hit your knees and start praying. And don't get off your knees. It's time for you to go to bed. So, with all intent, I went in my room and I pulled my Bible out and I got down on my knees and I started praying. And about 15 minutes later, I was outside smoking cigarettes. I ain't make it all night. I ain't make it 20 minutes. 15 minutes, I was outside smoking. So the next day when I go to court, I'm like, I'm knowing they supposed to, my mama gonna bring my army suit, my military suit, my class A's. I done got my hair cut. Trying to look good, you know what I'm saying, for the judge, look presentable. So when they take me upstairs, they take me to the courthouse, I go upstairs, same routine. They put me in a single man bullpen. I guess because it's trial day. I kept waiting on the bailiff to come and bring me my suit, take me so I could put it on. My lawyer came back there to talk to me, not an associate, my real live lawyer, and he was turned up to the max. He crunk. He like, ain't nowhere in the world, he crying and everything, ain't nowhere in the world you gonna get this time. I ain't letting them folks send you to prison. You ain't going no prison, not today. You going home today. You going home today. He started telling me this shit, I'm eating it up. I'm eating it up, because I'm facing 20 years. This is what I want to hear, I'm going home today. I'm like, hell yeah. I'm from other niggas in there like, damn, I wish I had your lawyer. I'm like, man, get your Jewish lawyer, man. I'm going home today. When I tell you, that man, like, I gotta go get ready. He left up out of there. About 3 minutes later, the bailiff came in the room. And he came and talked to me. He was like, hey, bro, where my suit at? He said, yeah, you ain't gonna need that today. I said, huh? He said, you ain't gonna need that suit today. I'm like, why not? He was like, you'll see. And I'm like, man, what the fuck going on now? Like, I'm thinking the bailiff trying to get me in trouble or something. I don't know. He ain't telling me nothing except I ain't gonna need this suit today, I see. So about 30, 40 minutes later, they come and get me and take me in the courtroom. I go in the courtroom, I see my mama, I see my Aunt Carla, rest in peace. I see my lawyer. He crying, still crying. I'm like, man, this nigga right here emotional. This motherfucker love me, boy. He ain't gonna let me do this. Because it's what he's telling me. I'm not gonna let these folks get you all the time. You going home today. And I'm like, man, he ain't gonna let these folks get this time. I'm gonna go home. See the bailiff, he all right. All this shit. So then the judge called my name, and me and my lawyer just stepped up there, and without even really addressing me, he looked at my lawyer and he said, Mr. Hughes, my bailiff didn't inform me that you're intoxicated. Are you intoxicated? I'm like, I'm gonna say the shock right now. My eyes done got big as pancakes. Mouth just dropped like, huh? The fuck? Did I hear that right? Is you drunk? Is you intoxicated? Man, my lawyer said, I had a little drunk last night. I'm not drunk now. I said, oh my God. I threw my head back. My head got hot. Man, you passed out. But it was, I heard the lawyer say, the judge say was, he said, are you aware you aware this man get a life sentence here today? That's what made me pass out. I heard the judge say life sentence. Life sentence? Yeah, boom. But when I got back up there, he was like, Mr. Nichols, I'm gonna go and let you know I done fired your lawyer for you so you can get you another lawyer. We're gonna restart your trial, you know, we're gonna give you such and such amount of time to get your new counsel caught up on the case and all this and that. My lawyer ended up going to jail because he got talking shit to the judge. After he got fired, he was like, he got talking about money, I still owed him some money. But my mama did what he was saying, like, they owe me $5,000 and man, judge was like, nigga, I ain't giving you another motherfucking penny. Matter of fact, I'm ordering you to return every penny to this woman that I already gave you. Everything she done gave you, you need to give it back. So he get to argue with the judge about the money. That's how he ended up going to jail. Because he was drunk and he couldn't shut the hell up. I actually rolled back to prison and rolled back to county jail in the bus. And they had him sitting up front, like with his suit on, handcuffed in the front. And we was all on the bus, me and everybody else on the bus over there talking shit to the nigga and shit, man. Mother like, Phil, I can't believe this your lawyer, bro. I'm like, man, this girl's gonna get me railroaded in court today. So after that, I don't remember how we ended up finding Denise Fletcher, but we did, and I'm so glad, man, because she, I don't want to say a mother, because she was like, she wasn't old enough to be my mama, but she was treating me like a little brother. Walking me through everything that I was going through in the court system. Telling me how they look at me and how they treat me and how they gonna respond to this and that. And ain't nothing she told me was falsified, everything was real. I told y'all how I was not gonna make a statement. Like I was not gonna get up on the stand on my behalf, to talk about nobody else or nothing. I ain't trying to clear nothing up. Whatever y'all got, run it, and then we gonna see what y'all can do with it. Let me see, I got some pictures. Fire text message down there. See? Okay, so yeah, I ended up with her, man. She was treating me like a little brother, giving me all the ins and outs. And I'ma just be real, like I told y'all, I was facing at 20. That was the last offer they came with. So I got to fire my lawyer, we got a new trial. I went back to trial, my second trial. And I had been telling her the same thing, listening to these niggas in this kind of jail, like, nigga, don't get on the stand, nigga, I ain't getting on the stand for shit, I ain't saying shit. And I had been telling her the same thing, and she had been telling me something different. So finally we get in the courtroom and she was like, well, let me run it back to when I had her to you. I felt bad because the person that I had ended up robbing was a little bit older. So being very remorseful in reality, like in 100%, remorseful for what I did. Towards the first time off and towards the beginning of my bid in the county, I found this woman information and I wrote her a long letter, like 4 pages, telling her what was going on, telling her that I was sorry, telling her that I had disgraced my family, you know what I'm saying, and I hurt more than just her. I had also hurt my people because they didn't raise me like that. And I just told you, I know that you're probably scared and all this and that, but I'm sorry. I am so sorry for what I did to you that night. When I got to court and they said what they were going to say and I wouldn't say shit, Denise giving me the elbow like, hey, do you want to get up there and say something? And I'm like, nope. And she like, are you sure you don't want to get up there and apologize to this woman? You don't want to get up there and apologize to your family? You don't want to get up there and show no type of remorse for what you did? And I'm thinking about it, I'm like, man, this is going to be my last chance to, you know what I'm saying, make myself look a little bit human instead of like an animal. So I'm like, yeah, you know what, I'm going to do that. So I get up there and I get to tell them, like, man, look, I'm sorry. And I got to look at the woman, I'm telling her, like, man, look, I'm so sorry for what I did to you. I wasn't thinking straight. I'm not that type of person. You know what I'm saying? I'll never do that again. And, you know what I'm saying, like I told you in the letter, it's not just you that I hurt. I got my grandma sitting out here, my mama out here, they in this courtroom because of me. And they should never have to be in this type of setting for no reason, because they're not going to put themselves here. So they shouldn't have to come here on my behalf. I gave a hell of a speech, I guess, because the woman that I robbed actually was in the courtroom again crying. And she looked over and started digging in her purse, and she pulled out the letter that I wrote and asked if she read it. They told me, yeah, come get on the stand. So I got down and she went up there and got on the stand. She read the letter that I wrote her. She started crying while she was reading the letter, and she looked over and told Judge Humphrey, please don't give this young man all that time. I really feel like he regretted his decision. Please don't give him all that time. The judge and them went to deliberation. It didn't take too long. They came back and they had found me guilty, which was I already knew was gonna happen because I had basically admitted to the shit. But they found me guilty, and I ended up getting 10. And one thing that I wanted to always thank Denise for was making me get up there and accept responsibility and realize that I was hurting people that didn't have shit to do with none of this. Because that right there changed who I was as a person. It made it easier and easier for me to accept responsibility and accountability for shit that I did later on. It made it easier for me to think about the people that I was doing shit and who I was hurting or who was gonna be hurt before I started making moves. I just feel like I grew up a little bit that day, and it was all because of her. I also feel like the reason I'm not still in prison is because she really did give a damn. I honestly feel like that woman really did give a damn. Not saying like she really loved me, but I feel like she was taking her job serious, and even though it wasn't her job to get me out scot-free, it was her job to get me what I deserved. And what I deserved was not 20, 40, 60 years. The lowest time my charge carried in the state of Arkansas was 10 on the 7. And that's what I ended up getting. So when I reach out to her, what I be wanting to do is remind her of that situation. Tell her who I am now, the type of person I am now, and let her know that she plays a major role in that. And I want her to know that because I want her to know that the person she was back then was not for granted. Like, it wasn't in vain. I don't know if you still try to help all your clients, or, you know what I'm saying, if it's all about the money now, because you are an established lawyer. I don't know. But I do know that it's been in 25 years. And I can't stop thinking about that, because that right there really helped mold and shape my life. My personality is the person I am. Because I know she was sincere with it, you feel me? That woman really gave a damn about the people she was trying to help. She was really trying to help. And she did. No matter if I got the time or not, I ain't blame her for that. Because I know it could have been a lot worse. I know the people was gunning at me. They were trying to give me a lot worse. And just in case I never told y'all a reason why they was gunning and giving me a lot worse, I'm going to tell you. I got the drink. I got some. Damn, I ain't got nothing but gotta have these. I ain't got nothing to drink with another Red Bull. I'm saving it, man. Need me some Mike and Ice though. Anyway, the woman I robbed, house had been broken into like 2 times. This woman was a millionaire. Buku money. She had a lot of jewelry and paperwork, credit card, in a safe in the wall. Whoever was breaking in her house was damn near professional, and they were trying to crack that safe. They never did get in it, but they were trying to crack it every time. The police told her, hey, whoever breaking in your house knows what you have. They know where it's at. And they're not going to stop until they get it. So what we suggest is you get all of that stuff out of that safe and put it in the trunk of your car until the banks open up Monday, and you need to go get you a safe deposit box and put all that shit in the safe deposit box. She like, aye, aye, Captain. Take it all out the wall safe, put it all in the trunk. Now, this is on a Saturday. And she put it all in the trunk Saturday night. Bank closed on Sunday. Gonna open back up Monday morning. It's a small window where all this shit is in her trunk. Get what dumbass nigga climbed through that small window and robbed her ass in the car? Me. So, when that happened, the police and the detectives that already had been dealing with her cases automatically assumed that's the nigga. This is the nigga who been breaking in your house. This is the nigga who been trying to get your ass. I didn't know nothing about none of that, but they swearing up and down. And they not coming to tell me this, but they swearing up and down. The detectives on my case and the detectives that's been on her cases are talking behind the scenes. And they like, yeah, this nigga been breaking in her house 2-3 times, trying to get off in there safe in the wall. The FBI get involved because she had federal insurance on the jury. These folks is going to bump me back, give me state time and fair time. The only way I got out of fair time was a little dude named Ryan. That was my ball partner's girlfriend, baby brother. And he was with us on the lick. But the nigga, not the nigga that went to prison with me, but his cousin, I had gave him some shit. I gave him a platinum chain. I ain't know it was real platinum. I gave him a platinum chain. They had 11 diamonds, one carat diamond, and 10 half-carat diamonds. 1 carat diamond in the middle, and then it was like a kind of like a flower. The smaller diamonds all around it. Well, old boy tried to pawn that. Right before we went to the pawn shop, I took him to go get his tattoos done. Like mine, well, you can't see it, but I got feel good, feel on one arm, good on the other arm. I took him to go get his tattoos, and he got his on his forearm just like mine. At the tattoo parlor, at the pawn shop, dude noticed that this man had them tattoos going down his forearm. So when the police talked to him, he told me, yo, the dude that came in here with this had just got tattoos going down his forearm. It was a name, like a nickname. I don't remember the name. But he was like, oh, about 3-4 letters on each arm. Thing is, my tattoo, my nickname is 4 letters on each arm. This nigga shit is 3 on each arm. So when they get me and they see my arm, they like, yeah, that's you. Dude say you just got tattoos going down your arm. I'm like, bro, I had these tattoos since I was 16. And he didn't believe me at first, but he looked at me like, damn, them tattoos is old. They ain't give a damn. The FBI would come and talk to me about the jury and shit, ask me where it was, where I had it stashed at. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ryan's mama made him go to jail and testify. Let me rephrase that. His mama took him down to the police station and made him give a statement. Answer some questions. One of the questions was about the jury. They asked him if he had seen anybody with some jury. Ryan say, oh boy, had some jury. He tried to tell me to hold it for him. To stash it and he'd get it back from me later on. They asked him what this jewelry looked like. He was like, man, it was like a silvery chain. It had a pendant on it. There was one big diamond with a bunch of little diamonds around it. Dude thinking, oh shit, that's the chain that we got back from the pawn shop. That's the one piece of jewelry we done got back. So when he asked, he was like, you sure old boy had it? He was like, yo. They were like, you ain't never see Phil with it? He was like, no. He was like, well, who else you see with the jewelry? He was like, shit, that's all I saw. And the only way I saw that is because dude came to me trying to get me to hold it or hide it somewhere. And he was saying he'd get it back from me later on. I ain't do it. He told him where the man put it at, but it was too late to do it. I already got it out there spot ticket to the pawn shop. But now they had a witness that could place the jewelry in somebody's hand. I'm sticking to the script like, man, I don't know nothing about no jewelry. I never seen no jewelry. I ain't seen nobody with no jewelry. I just got charged with the carjacking. Instead of the federal shit, I ain't getting no federal charges. They dropped the shit on me. I guess they dropped it all. Because dude didn't get no fair time neither. Man, yeah, in 2 years, there was a lot of shit going on with that courtroom drama. That's exactly what it was, a bunch of courtroom drama. Shit I had to go through. Yep, that's what it was. The sack. Big Mike getting his time. Me passing out in the courtroom. Changing lawyers. The woman crying on the stand, reading it, the letter to the judge, asking him not to give me all that time. It was a main event every time I went to court. Big old one, this is unrelated. I think I was going to the traffic court. It was not traffic court, it was something minor. It wasn't no criminal offense. I'm in court one day, and I got my lawyer. And my lawyer is telling me, he like, I've been in front of the judge several times. I know him. When you get done doing, or y'all get done talking the business part, or what y'all need to talk about, he gonna ask you why you did whatever it was you did. Please don't try to make up no excuse, because he's a judge. He done heard it all before. And he gonna take whatever you say and flip it on you. Just tell him you apologize, but you was making bad decisions at the time. I'm like, all right, well, I'm watching. Everybody that went ahead of me, he did ask them Now, why did you do that? And I wish I could remember what everybody said and what he said back. But the one that really stood out to me was this black woman who got caught stealing Walmart steaks. And he asked the woman, now, why did you do that? She said, I ain't know what else to do. My kids was hungry. I ain't had no money to feed them. I was just thinking about my kids. Your Honor say, bullshit. If you'd have been thinking about your kids, then why you didn't think about the part where you go to prison and leave them out here to be raised by strangers? Why you didn't think about that part? If you were thinking about your kids, why you didn't think about going to jail and leaving them out here? The more and more she kept trying on her ass. Like, and I'm sitting there say you were making bad decisions at the time. But I wasn't about to say that, lad. I got the ace card in my pocket. I'm going to use this motherfucker. You flip it on me, I'm going to flip it on his ass. I don't remember what I did, but I do remember the end of it. He had me missing nipples. Now, why did you do that? I told him, Your Honor, I apologize. I was just making bad decisions at the time. That man said, wants to take responsibility, they bullshit. I have to be happy, be like offended that you telling me I'm on some bullshit. At the end of the day, I came out of the courtroom better than everybody else. Old girl sold steaks, did get sentenced, you know. I went home. I don't think I got off scot-free, but I did go home. I'm going to tell this story again on how to put some more detail in it. The story about Willie. And this is what I'm going to do, y'all. I think I have located the story that got this channel demonetized. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna watch this story, then I'm gonna delete that story. I'm gonna retell that story. And I'm going to apply to get this channel back monetized. And if it do monetize, I'm going ham. I'm going start telling all my stories over again on this channel, delete the old one, tell the new one. Like I wanted to do on the other channel that ain't really picking up. So I'm like, shit, I might as well do it on this one. But I'm gonna try to do all that tomorrow. I'll try to take today, later on today. Y'all still here with me? I'm not fully awake to where I am, but I I don't feel like if I cut the camera off right now and quit talking, I'm gonna be 100% good. So if it's something y'all want to hear about, type it in right now. I try to read it real quick and then see if I can tell y'all something about that. And if I ain't said it yet, I appreciate y'all for listening to me tonight, man, because I needed somebody to talk to so I can stay awake. And I was getting sleepy can get when I started live over an hour and a half ago. I know what I'm talking about. We knock out the little piece of candy. Talk about a little broke. That's another reason why I wanted the channel back monetized. With everything go the way I wanted to, the way I expected to, the way I'm praying for it to go. You got to turn up with some brand new shit. Fresh scores. I got 2 on mic and I'm gonna tell y'all what's going on. And I'm gonna need y'all to pray. A little broke for real. In a few hours, in just a few hours, he could go up for parole. And this land Mike and I taste very flavorful. Alright, so this is real. Little bro, I call him Lil Man. Because when I met him, that was his nickname. That's what everybody called him. But as he got older, because when I met him, he was 18. Man, in his 30s now. As he got older, he don't want nobody to call him Lil Man no more. He's calling him by his first name, Jackie. I still be calling him Lil Man. A little bro. But he in prison. They gave him 2 years, and by the time he went to prison, he was supposed to just get his ADC number and come on back home. But they be wanting, I don't know what it is, they trying to make him do 100% of his time, and maybe even a little more. But he at work release right now, meaning he come home from the prison, not home, but he come outside the prison every day and go to work. He's staying in Benton, in a facility down there. He got a job, he worked. Now, I was sending money to the prison, you know what I'm saying, answering his phone calls, all that. And then, I guess his tether got broke. So all that was a wrap. And then he ended up being a work release, so it ain't like he don't need the money no more. But his auntie called me like a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. I was asleep. I had just got out of work when she called me. So I was in a deep sleep. But when I woke up, I seen a phone call. I called her back and she was telling me like, yeah, he going up for parole December the 6th. And we need, man, what's this shit called? It's a word start with, like a character witness, but not a witness, they need letters speaking on his character for the parole board. And me already being through this, I know that's a trick. That's a trick. They don't really want you just to write them and tell them, oh, he a good person and he ain't like that. What they want is, they want to know that he has a support system. Excuse me. They want to know that he has somebody out here on the outside that cares about him, that's going to motivate him to stay out of trouble, help him get a job, help him stay on the straight and narrow, stay focused. Because they look at it like, what is the point of us sending all these dudes home from prison if they're going to get booked right back in a month or two? They coming right back. So I told Auntie this, I'm like, man, make sure the folks ain't just writing how good of a person Dedrick is. Make sure they talk about themselves and how they gonna help him stay free and help him find a job and help him get reintegrated in the system as a healthy member of society and a positive citizen. So I intended on writing that letter when I got off the phone with her, but y'all know I procrastinated. But earlier this week, I did sit down and write the letter. And I went and took it to his uncle, because his auntie was, I guess she was at church. So I knocked on the door and his uncle came and I gave him the letter. And my boy going up for parole today. That's why I said I need y'all to pray for him, man. We need him back out here on the street. Dude had his first child right before he got locked up. So his daughter need him back out here on the street. The auntie and uncle, they old, man. So they need him back out here on the street. He stay with them, like he help take care of them, look out for them. Not just with money, but you know what I'm saying? They, like I say, they old. They don't get around the best. Sometimes dude got front air, sometimes he just got to reach up on the top shelf or whatever it is, you know what I mean? Just like I do for mom, and it don't matter how much it is, it's are you doing what's needed done? No matter how small what needs to be done is, are you doing it? So is that aspect of it. Then we got the aspect of, I've been telling him when I talk to him about the YouTube stuff, you know what I'm saying, I got going on. So when he come home, either we gonna start him his own channel, or I'm gonna interview him. I'm probably gonna be doing interviews with him, like telling him to walk me through his prison sentence. How was it in jail? Well, we're gonna start out with, nigga, what happened? Which I know what happened, but I'm like, y'all don't, so that'll be the first story that I ask him, like, you know, introduce y'all to him, and then just, hey, now what happened with the charge? What you in prison for? Let him tell that story. Come back, first day of prison, tell that story. Nigga, you get into the fight, you get into what you seen, getting all that shit. Alright, nigga, that was the county jail. Now we go to prison. Where you do your diagnostic with? All that. I don't know if he's gonna be a good storyteller, a great storyteller, or I I'm gonna have to just ask question after question after question to get the information that we need. At the same time, I could let y'all know ahead of time, and y'all can ask questions or tell me the questions y'all won't ask. And I said like, alright, so Clean Face TV wanna know, how was your first night in prison? Like, how you feel? Did anybody fuck with you? Were people trying you? Did you see somebody, you know what I'm saying, get in trouble? Like I told y'all, I had my fights and shit when I first got to prison, but I also seen dudes get game ran on. Then I believe he was in the Maryland unit, so that's probably where all the girly girls was at, the girly boys. I was hearing it. Man, y'all have no idea how heavy my eyelids are right now. My shit heavy. I'm dead serious. I feel like if I quit talking, I'm gonna pass out. I ain't got no water, no tea, no. All I got is that other red food. I ain't ready to get that down up yet. I don't know how many miles I got left. I know I'm on that last stretch to take me to Harrison. But, yeah, that stretch is a stretch. And that ain't bad. I don't want to stop on this mountain in front of nobody's house. Bad part about it, I can't tell what's over to the side of it. I'll give you a second, man. I'll put this coat and shit on. It's cold outside, man. Like 20-some degrees out here. Oh, shit. Hold on. Another truck that pulled over in front of me. I'm trying to watch their ass, see what they got going on. He might be coming to check on my ass. back on the road. But this truck that pulled over with me, he don't work for the same company I work for, but we moving shit for the same people. But he is out of Harrison, Arkansas, white dude. And he was saying that he thought I was one of his people. So he was making sure I wasn't having no truck issues. I'm just trying to keep over his ass now here. Oh shit. About his ass home in the Harrison. Y'all remind me of what part of whatever we was on, what part of it was. Oh, this time my little bro. Yeah, so little bro could go to parole board today. I hope I can remember when I wake up. Please, man. There's police up there. Yeah, to call her and ask her how everything went. I don't know. I don't know if they let him know today. They might, cause he on work release status. I don't remember if they let me know or not if I had made parole or if I had to find out later on. I do remember when I went up for parole, I was in the max, which I hated. Because I was like, damn, they gonna be like, this nigga back here in the max. What the hell? We like letting him out. He can't even conduct himself right in general population. He's back in the max. But I remember clear as hell, one night me and a cook nigga from El Dorado named Squirrel was talking. And a trustee came up there first. And said, hey man, pack your shit, you getting transferred. I was like, man, hell nah, y'all tripping. Cause first of all, like, I ain't did nothing wrong, bro. I've been chilling. And you gotta think about it, my mindset was, I had been on max before, for about 2 years. After I had that incident with the police where I had jumped on Sergeant Robinson. But they said I had whooped the other woman, I ain't touch her. I ain't do nothing to her. She didn't even get into an altercation with anybody, let alone me. And they were trying to say me and my guy Anthony Murray had jumped on her. But she lied on us and set us up for some reason, I don't know. I know she wanted to fuck with me and I wouldn't fuck with her. And I had put a grievance on her. So really I ain't gonna say I don't know why. But I don't know why. Like, why you took it that far? Why you go that route? And it's messed up that I was watching a story, CB last night. And he was talking about how he fucked up the play because he was on the Chris Brown. Asking a girl about the patient and shit. And she was like, If you ever come talk to me again, I'm gonna get you fucked off. I'm gonna get you put in a hole. I'm gonna lie on you. I'm gonna make something up. And I was like, man, that's dirty as hell. But now I'm thinking about it, little mama did me like that. Little mama fucked me and my homeboy off. And it was so obvious that she was lying. Them folks didn't get not a single game. Not one. They knocked both our socks off on the boat. Yeah, but what it was is, I'm so in the mind frame that nobody gets transferred out of the max. Like in Arkansas, you get transferred 9 times out of 10. Either you done something real bad in this unit, or you put in for a transfer and you got to have some excellent behavior for one person to take you from, you know what I'm saying? They don't want no problems. They don't want the next prison problems. They'll take the next prison model inmates. You can give us your model inmates, but we don't want your headache. So I'm in the max. I'm like, man, what you mean transfer? Ain't no transferring. I'm in the max. The only place for me to be going from the max is the super max. And that's why I would tell them, I'm like, man, I ain't did nothing, bro. I know I ain't, hell no. These police, you know, I'm like, man, these police are dirty, bro. They trying to get them to get me down somewhere and they should have beat my ass or something. I done did something. So finally, the CO come, and I'm like, nope. Hell no. He like, man, go on, strip your linen down, man. Take everything off the bed, shit. And I'm like, man, no, cause y'all bullshit. What they did to get me to finally strip my bed and all that shit, they brought my property bag. I'm in the max. So I got a property bag with some shit that you can't have in the max. They brought me all my shit. And was like, man, look, you keep like your pillow and put all your other shit in this bag, bro. Fold them sheets, and then blanket the shit up, bro. That staying here. When they brought that bag, that's when I was like, okay, it's for real. It's real. Let me get my shit ready. And what it was is, they were sending me the Wrightsville unit in Wrightsville, Arkansas. It was like the final program, which was they instead of housing you in cells or an open barracks, they put you in like a dorm. The units are like houses. They look like duplexes, but every room got multiple beds in it. Like, you might go in like one big room and it might be like 20 beds in there, and then there's an open shower and bathroom in the middle, just set up like a regular bathroom. It's just a little open so more than one person can use it. When you go in there, instead of being a tub with one shower in it, it might be like a place where a tub was, but it's 2 showers over there. And then it's the same thing on the other side, 2 showers over there. So they make it a bathroom with 4 showers. But it's more set up like a house. The police ain't always in there. Everybody in here is either a A1 model inmate or they get ready to go home. And they trying to get you used to, you know what I'm saying, being around free world type people who ain't on their bullshit. Making sure you're gonna be one of the people who don't get on their bullshit. So when you make parole, that's where you go for like 2 months. Now, even though that's a cool little prison, because you ain't going through all that bullshit, you got your sneaky characters there. But people that ain't trying to end your life, everybody ain't trying to get into it every day. And this was the first prison I was at where they had cell phones. You gotta think about when I got locked up initially, cell phones wasn't no big thing. Especially not in prison. Like, when I came home from prison, everybody still didn't have a cell phone. Most people, everybody. Wasn't even no smartphone. No. I came home like the smartphone was like Palm Pilot. That type of stuff. You must not be loaded down like me. I'm struggling up the damn mountain. This spirit on my head. Hey. Damn. I didn't realize I was down to that damn seat. But yeah, man, that's what we at with it. I'm gonna do what I can do to help little bro come back home, man, and be here for his family, for his daughter, baby mama, for himself. I took a liking to dude years ago, like over 10 years ago, at barber college because he was young. He was the youngest dude there. He was small. I seen some of myself in dude, like he thought he was smart. He thought he knew everything. He didn't know when to shut up. He was in a grown man situation, man. He was not a grown man. And just like in prison, I seen dudes try to take advantage of it, and I put a stop to this shit. I know I told y'all this before. I'm gonna tell you again a story about dude at school. There was a dude named Norwood. I did not like Norwood because Norwood was like a bullshit nigga. Dude thought he was better than everybody. He was like high skin and high yellow ass nigga, thick ass beard and shit. But he thought he was better than niggas, so I ain't really rock with that. Then he was a country ass nigga when he country ass town. But I guess where he was from, he was the shit. Probably his whole family was the shit. I don't know. But in this barber school, bro, you just a regular nigga up here going to school with us. Either way it go. One day, he had called Lil Man over and he was like, man, I need you to run across the street and grab me a pack of cigarettes, a pack of Newport. Lil Man was thirsty. So he told him, he was like, man, I'll do it, but you gotta buy me a pop. And he was like, all right, I got you. But don't buy the pop with my money, bro. Just buy the cigarettes and then come back with my cigarettes and I give you the money to go over there and get you a pop. Now to me, that don't make sense. You gonna send me to the store to buy you something. You want me to bring you your change back and your cigarettes, and then you'll give me the money to go buy the pop. I got to walk back over there and do it. Now, I can understand Lil Man train of thought. He thinking, man, you trying to play me, bro. I'm going to bring you this chain back, and then you going to keep your chain, and I'm not going to get my pop. What's the problem of me going to go buy my own damn pop with the change if you're going to buy me one anyway? So, Lil Man buys the cigarettes, buys the pop. He buys the cigarette, buys the pop. He brings dude with his cigarettes back and his little bit of change instead of like, I don't know how much change it was supposed to be, but it wasn't too much. It ain't like he gave him a 50 or a 100 or a 20. I think he gave him a 5, I mean a 10. So Lil Man buy the pop, buy the stuff and bring the rest of the chain back. This man gets irate and tells Lil Man that he could whoop his ass. You might well go on outside and I could whoop your ass. Somebody come get me and tell me, hey, Phil, I ain't no one talking about whooping Lil Man. And I'm like, for what? And they tell me, I'm like, man, hell no. So I stepped over there and I'm like, man, what's going on? And he telling me, he like, man, dude, somebody gonna whoop me when I go outside, man, cause I bought myself a pop with his change. I'm like, huh, that don't make sense. He was like, that's why I bought my pop. Cause he was gonna try to keep the money. So, a couple minutes go by, and I catch Norwood get outside smoking a blunt or a cigarette or whatever. He been waiting on Lil Man to come outside. But one thing about it is, Lil Man didn't smoke shit. He smoked blunt, but he didn't smoke cigarettes. So, it was like, man, why you ain't come on outside yet? So, of course, you know, I'm the lawyer. You can talk to the lawyer, homie. Like, here I come. He was like, nah, I want him. I'm like, nah, but you don't get him. You gonna get me. So you trying to pick on this little nigga, man. What you pick? This a kid, bro. So you want to fight somebody, you gonna fight a grown man. Oh, man, Phil ain't got no problem with you, big bitch. Man, I don't give a damn about none of that, bro. You not fit to sit up here and pick on this little boy. Man, this man 18 years old. Man, he grown. No, he not, bro. No, he is not, bro. You 26, 27 years old, you grown. I said, man, the law say this nigga grown. You know that good and well this nigga is goddamn still a kid, bro. You know he's still a kid. And you trying to fight this nigga over a motherfucking a can soda, bro? Some pit ass shit like that? Man, it's the principle, bro. I said, man, look how you sound, man. So what's up? You wanna that nigga ain't wanna fight. But you gonna try to punk this man in front of everybody like, man, you wasn't finna get no cool points off there, bro. Little man got me like 5'4", 115 pounds. You ain't getting no damn cool points off of this. I don't know when, but little man know martial arts and shit now. That nigga be doing MMA. He was before he got locked up. He was doing MMA training, but he knew like taekwondo, karate, or something. I used to trip. He was like, man, I'm going to MMA training. Nigga, you doing what? Yeah, man, you know, I cage fight. Nah, bro, no, you don't. Yeah, I do, bro. No, you don't. You little nigga, he ain't little no more. I mean, he's still short, but he ain't just like real thin. Then he even got that Napoleon, not the complex, that big chopper double. That's how he ended up in prison. So I told y'all, man, dude is I don't want to say he's passive, but he's not the type of dude to start no shit. You feel me? He's not the type of person that's gonna start no shit. He ain't out here trying to flex on nobody. He ain't trying to get no cool points or rep off nobody, man. He was at his cousin's house. I'm from my blood relatives. These are his cousins. His big cousin just happened to be a bully type of nigga. He didn't realize the nigga was home, so he got his chopper out the car and had it in the house, letting everybody else see it. Which I don't know why. But that's what young niggas do. They all like to buy guns and show them off. Big cub come out the back room. Little man peeked the scene, and he tries to grab his shit and ease on out the house with it. Dude see him, and he like following him to the door like, hey, let me see that. Little man like, nah, man, I'm about to go. He was like, man, let me see that shit, bro. You already know how dude is, man. If you get it under your gun, you're not getting it back. And you at his house? So little man walk on out there like, nah, bro, I'm gonna go. So dude follow him out in the front yard and kind of grab the gun like, man, give me this shit. When they get to wrestling over the gun, that bitch went off. Hit Buddy about 13 times. Real quick, about 13 times. When he hit him up, little bro, instead of running, hopping in the car and getting gone with the chopper, he calls the folks and tells the folks like, hey man, this is what happened. My cousin just tried to take my gun from me. We were wrestling over and it went up. He figured, I called the police. I didn't run. I stayed here with him. The help got here. I'm not even gonna look like I was trying to hurt this man. But when the police got there, they searched his car and found all kind of pills, green, white, icy, all that shit. And they hit that man with so many simultaneously. And he ended up getting, we thought he was gonna get probation because it was the first time offender. But they gave him some years, man, and he's been walking that shit down parole today. So y'all pray for my little brother, man, and we're gonna bring him back home real soon. We'll start putting him on his lines, and y'all tell y'all, let him tell y'all what he just went through in the jump. stuff he seen, stuff he did, and we're gonna help him stay free. I got about 50 something miles to go to get where I'm going. Dude that I was riding behind and started checking me, that man had left my ass. I'm flying down the damn mountain right now. I ain't ran back into him yet. Tail lights or nothing. No, this is nice. Cigarette. A lot of curves on the mountain now. I'm scared of the mountain. That's what I'm scared of. I'm weary of it. I know deep off the street. I know what's going on. Whew, Lord. Trying to save the little old Red Bull, man, till it's time to ride back to New Rock. What's up with it? Right now, man, I just been talking these stories, man, some old prison stories. They keep me awake while I'm on this road. I've been asking people if it's something y'all want to know or want me to talk about. If so, right now would be the perfect time. Well, I'm out here driving, trying my best to stay awake. Yes, sir. Riding through these mountains right now. Y'all truck driver. And then this is the tripped out part about it. Like I'm driving doubles right now. complaining about this route. And about how long it was. And how I ain't think nobody could, well, I ain't gonna say nobody, but I was thinking like it'd take a while. It'll take a while to get to the point where you can make this damn whole run without running out of time. Shit. The first time I ran out of time, every time I did, I've been straight. And like, it's looking like tonight I'm gonna be straight. I know I'm about a half hour away up there. I got 4 hours of shift driving left. 4.5, 4 hours and 23 minutes. I'm gonna need 2 hours and 23 minutes there to get back to Little Rock. That leaves me another 2 hours. And I know I ain't gonna use a whole hour there to get where I'm going. So once I get here, I ought to have an hour or something to play with. And I don't intend on playing with it. Yeah, man, I ain't had no bad experiences with them yet. Like, I done heard things, but thank God I ain't had to learn nothing the hard way yet. I was tripping because I'm looking back there and that orange light on. I'm trying to think of what this is on my second trailer and my first trailer. But hell, whatever it is, I'm gonna drop the damn trailer off. Like I was saying, I might have about 30 more miles in the future. But now I got 40 miles. Yeah. Mississippi. Going up here, 2.5 hours here. I'll be back in Little Rock. Right, but why though? Cause I ain't used to looking in this mirror and seeing that orange light on. And see, I'm gonna tell you what was happening when I was leaving, whatchamacallit. I didn't know if I was doing it or if the truck was doing it. But it's like every time I got ready to take off, it was seeming like like my load was too heavy. And then I mess around and hit my brake. With my brake in, my yellow brake. And it would actually go in. and release my brake. And I was like, hold on, man, did I not release my brake before I took off driving? And I couldn't remember if I did or if I didn't. But it happened like at least twice or 2 times in a row. And I couldn't remember whether I pushed that button in or not. Once I got to where I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, let me make sure before I take off, then I had actually pushed it in. My takeoff was still a little bit hard, but it didn't last as long. Like it snapped right to it after it started moving. But like I said, I don't know if that got anything to do with the light being on or something wrong. If I ain't hooking up a hose right or something. I think I did though. When I checked everything, when I was doing it, everything was right. I didn't have no poor connections on my hose. But hell, I would have redid it right then. I'm gonna picked up quick as hell. But as much as I would love to get down this mountain real fast, I'm not even gonna do that with these doubles, man. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen if I get to a sharp curve or something and I can't slow down in time to hit that motherfucker. I am not trying to jackknife or flip over or lose the trailer or none of that shit. Every time I get in this truck, my main goal is to get back home safely and quickly. Quick as possible, safe as possible. And that ain't even always been the case. I done had some cases where safety wasn't even an issue. I'm just trying to get there. But now, I realize, hey bro, what's the point of trying to hurry me get somewhere for? These folks don't give a damn. They want you to get there fast, but if you die on the way, they gonna replace your job with somebody so fast. They're not gonna come to your funeral, none of that. They not none of that. You're gonna be having a funeral where you the guest of honor. And they not gonna be on the guest list. They gonna be somewhere doing an interview for whoever gonna take your position. So remember why you put that application in. You trying to feed your family, man. No other reason but you trying to feed your family. So that's what you need to focus on when you coming around the mountain, or coming down the street, or wherever you at driving. If the folks that really give a damn whether you make it back home or not, ain't gonna be out here like, hey man, hurry up, speed, go. Yeah, nah, they gonna be like, hey bro, drive safe. Be careful, we love you. Yeah. What I need to do, I need to pull over and check my hoses. still there? Yeah, it's on this first trailer right behind me. It ain't on the last one. Instead of checking his light and looking back down the phone in case you gave me some information. Outside, it's cold as shit. I'm gonna be dropping these trailers off 30 miles. But I had already told myself back in Mississippi that if I feel that shit happening like where it feel like it don't want to go. Now even if it eventually go, if it keep doing that, then I'm gonna make a report of it when I get back to the yard. We got people that'll come fix that. They'll put it in the shop and tell me to take a different truck or anything. But ain't no need for me to be out here in a truck that ain't 100% when I can get that shit taken care of. It'd be different if I was working for a company that wouldn't actually get the shit fixed ASAP. I've done that before, been working with a company, they'd be like, man, that motherfucker still driving, bro, we'll get to it. Fuck that, anything wrong with these trucks, hell, they'll put that motherfucker in the shop tomorrow. Tell me that they need to hop in that truck, that other truck, another truck, pick one. They'll pick one. I don't feel sleepy right now like I did when I first started the live almost 3 hours ago. I needed something when I started. I needed something to make me wake up or to help me stay awake. And I'm glad I thought to get on live because ain't none of the motherfuckers I tried to call or that I sent text messages to responded. One person was sending about 5 text messages. But hey, that wasn't doing no good. I'm not going to sit here and text you all night trying to drive a truck. And I thought about calling my boy in Houston. I don't know what time he get out of work. He drives trucks too. But so I know he hit me a few times on Facebook message like, hey bro, talk to me like I'm sleeping. It's a dude on my ship. When I come around and get doing, I'm gonna call his ass when I get bored and sleepy. Either way, here we work on the same ship. I know you up to. For some reason, man, this mountain seems tougher than it was last night. 28 miles an hour. I don't remember going 28 last night. Yeah, I'm still tired. So it's really coming in on me now. Still can't rush it. Y'all live, man. Somebody give me something to talk about. It is hard. I told you, I feel this shit coming back full force. You know what I mean? Stretching, the eyes getting heavy. Alright, check it out. What about your boy now? Kendrick Lamar, his new album. I ain't heard, well, I heard the whole album. But most songs I only heard it one time because I just wanted to make sure I heard them. So I listened to the whole album straight through. But one of my favorite songs off the album, and I see it's other people's favorite song too, called TV Off. But I feel like this is a song, I don't want to say this song, but I feel like he's talking to Lil Wayne on this song. And a couple other people. But I feel like he's going at Drake again. He's talking about Wayne. When he say TV off, it's basically telling Wayne that when he go to the Super Bowl, you don't like it, cut your TV off. Because, you know what I'm saying, I don't tend to feeling himself right now. He got all rights to it. But he also trying to let people know that, hey bro, I ain't no easy win, I ain't no pushover. Hey, that's another one all. Why are they motherfuckers moving so fast? I'm not. I wonder if they got something to do with the damn ABS light. Got 23 miles, yeah. But yeah, listen, this is what I got tripping on about this song, TV Off. The song was already going hard, the first part. Then when they switched the beat up, if you listen, that is the perfect beat to make an NFL song. Because it already sounded like some shit they already used in the Super Bowl. Or there was sampled off the shit they used in the NFL. The beat just goes dumb. Then you hear him talking about flags, even though he was using double entendre, and other football terms. That's why I said, man, dude, oh, bro. He's talking from the football terms that's on a beat that make you just feel like it's a championship song. You can see a football field when you're hearing the beat. And I'm like, yeah. I got a feeling this for all them dudes who thought that K-Dot didn't have nothing for a Super Bowl. He's like, man, well, I'll go make something. I'll make something for a Super Bowl. They keep hitting at the deluxe album like it was to drop again. If so, he gonna kill him. Bro, I'm tired. trying to move around here and keep myself awake. But I ain't seen any one of these ditches to drop off for nowhere that I would be comfortable laying on. I don't want to have to go through that no more.